Welcome back, my lovely ladies, to my channel. Today we're going to talk about longer skirts, not necessarily this kind of maxi length, maybe mid length, like an ankle length, however you want to call it, but for this kind of autumn period. So it's not going to be focusing on the spring or summer. We're going to focus on this type of year, what we have now in Scotland, for example. It's just a September, but it's already feeling, you can already feel like autumn is coming, so that's something I really love. And I'm doing this video on my bed because it's just so comfy here. You know, I am advanced in my pregnancy, so you just need to forgive me, but I need to be comfortable here. And but without further ado, I think it's going to be great to jump into this subject of those kind of longer skirts, because I feel like we seeing them less and less on the street. Like somehow ladies maybe go for some kind of short skirts, but not necessary for this kind of mid-length or those kind of like a little bit even longer than mid-length. And I think those are really chic, so it would be really interesting to show you outfits, because maybe it will convince you to invest in some kind of longer skirt as well. So the first outfit I have here, I think it's really lovely because it just gives you this kind of autumnal vibe very like strongly. It's a really lovely, everything is kind of brownish tones. A skirt with this kind of little really tiny dots. Lady, she has this kind of like a backpack, she has a belt and the shoes in this kind of similar, not exactly the same, but similar shade of caramel. And then obviously it's kind of like a bigger jumper. And though the jumper is on top of the skirt, gives you this kind of cozy, casual, maybe a little bit more looking type of garment, I still think it's really chic and it's perfect for this kind of weather. You just need to obviously have some kind of tights underneath, some kind of hosiery just to keep you warm, because obviously during the autumn you don't really want to feel cold wearing skirt, obviously. And that's obviously it's going to be with every single garment I'm going to talk about. You don't really want to get cold just because you really want to look chic. I think it's important to remember that our health this is our first thing we need to think about, but then obviously if you just keep yourself warm, it's going to be absolutely fine. Another fantastic look when it comes to longer skirt is this one here. It's everything in this kind of tones of like a grayish, maybe even this kind of skirt is in grey through like a little bit like pinkish, I would say, type of color, and everything looks really fantastic together. With jacket, I think it's more elegant than the previous look. And then you have a turtleneck as well, belt in this kind of same color as the blouse, so it's really lovely. And obviously boots in this kind of like lovely material. I think those type of boots as well are very elegant, very chic when it comes to autumn and wearing them with skirts. It's just obviously you need to remember that wearing something like this when it's very wet outside, they can get damaged easier, so maybe it's better then to go for something that is a little bit more like leather or shiny, just to like, you know, not getting very soaked. But those, if it's dry and it's beautiful dry sunny day in, I don't know, somewhere in the world that you are, but the leaves are just flying in the air, then this is absolutely fantastic garment. And when we're on the boots, I think it's important to mention that it's skirts like this you're going to wear with boots. You don't want to have any other shoes, like you don't want to wear trainers or anything like this. Autumn is the period of wearing those kind of warmer shoes, wearing shoes that don't necessarily need to be very like high, like knee type of boots or something like this, but wearing this kind of ankle boots is not going to be very like elegant as well. So it's better to have a boots that your skirt is going to cover, if you know what I mean. So you're not going to see the end of your boots, and then you're going to have like a breaking line with tights, and then you're going to have a end of your skirt. It's better to have just like a skirt and then your boots going to be just a little bit higher than your skirt, so you're just not going to basically see the top of your boots. That's just like, I personally think this is just a little bit better, a little bit more elegant way of wearing your boots with your skirt. you want to look very chic, then look at my third outfit. I love this kind of skirt. I love the shoes. Lady looks very feminine in this kind of skirt. She has beautiful color going on. Again, this kind of very autumnal colors. She's wonderful, obviously. She has beautiful earrings, some kind of watch as well on in the bag. But everything else, everything in this kind of shades of dark red, dark like almost brownish color, it's just absolutely fantastic. And copying this kind of outfit would be really great. I love the heels as well. It's just something that you could go for a date when it's autumn. You could go to something like this for some kind of meeting with friends, you know. It's just, I would say, more like elegant, but like going out type of outfit rather than going out running your errands. However, you know, if you feel like you don't mind to wear high heels during the autumn and do stuff that you need to do that day, then it's absolutely fine, you know. It's very like chic, but also very comfortable, because those actually long skirts, they are very comfortable. We're not aiming here to be like uncomfortable all day. We are trying to be, you know, looking elegant, looking sometimes maybe more simpler, sometimes maybe a little bit more creative, you know. It obviously depends on your personality. But you want to have the comfort. You don't really want to wear something that is just squeezing you and it just doesn't allow you to move freely, you know. So that's not what we aiming for. We are here to enjoy our life as well, and when we want to go somewhere, we don't want to feel like something is just like too tight and we can't sit properly because, I don't know, the trousers are squeezing us in the belly, you know, something like this. So having said that, you know, I think it's important to remember that those long skirts are more flowy, especially if you're not going to go for leather one. I'm going to show you a few outfits with leather one, because I think those are stunning as well. But those flowy dresses or pleated dresses are more like stretchy, and they are much more comfortable. So obviously I think comfort is important as well, so let's keep that in mind. If you're going to work, for example, I have this outfit here. Lady, she's wearing everything this kind of black shade, black skirt as well, with this kind of like a black tartan, I would say. And wanted to talk about shoes a little bit here, because if you, let's say, it's the beginning of the autumn or even autumn, but you are going from your house, jumping into the car, you're driving yourself to the work, going out from on the parking, and you're just going into the office, and you don't need to cross whole your town or anything like this, you're literally in front of the office, you're parking, then I still think it's okay to wear normal heels, you know. It's not that you always need to wear a boots, but after said that, you just need to keep in mind that you don't want to wear heels and let's say you need to do 3 miles from the parking to your office, you know. No, I'm talking about a situation that it's again comfortable for you, that you're just parking in front of your office, or you have a parking on the back, and it's just very short road for you to walk in those kind of shoes. But this kind of outfit with a skirt like this, it's absolutely fantastic for work. Very elegant, very chic, very feminine, even though it's black, because it's a long skirt. Those kind of long skirts are very feminine, you know. So sometimes maybe people thinking like they are more mature, but I wouldn't say. I would just say they are elegant and they are more feminine, but very like give you this kind of woman-like vibe. When it comes to leather skirts, they're probably not going to be so long. They're going to be just like behind your knee. That's going to be most of the time you're going to find the skirt that and when I'm saying leather, I just say like looking like leather. It's obviously your choice of what kind of material it really is, but they are not going to be very long. That's what I'm saying. Like they're going to be just after your knee. So again, finding a shoes that are going to reach to your knee, this is quite essential to look more chic. And then you can go for black one, brown one. Those are just like very like standard when it comes to leather one as well. Burgundy is beautiful color when it comes to leather, but you know, you just need to, whatever you have in your wardrobe or whatever you're planning to buy, but they are going to be really nice as well. Not going to necessarily sexy. I wouldn't say go for this pencil skirt. Like leather pencil skirt is going to be more sexy. If you want to have this kind of not necessarily sexy vibe into this leather skirt, then go for A-line. A-line for the autumn in the leather material is absolutely beautiful. It's beautiful in different colors, different shades, and they can work with contrasting boots as well, so the boots doesn't need to be the same color. I would even say it would be better if they would be different color. If you have a black skirt, go for brown boots. If you have a brown skirt, go for some kind of maybe beige boots. It's just they complement each other, I think, a little bit better rather than if you go for everything in the same color. However, those works as well, and I think I have few pictures, so I'm going to show you that as well, how it works, everything in the same color, because obviously monochromes works really nice, especially if you wear everything from your head to toe in the same shade. Obviously, autumn is going to be a little bit different in different part of the world, different countries. I am taking most of the time the weather that I have here in Scotland. However, you know, if you have an autumn that actually it is quite warm, you're still going to wear autumnal fall outfits, but you can wear all year long basically your heels because there's not much rain, then go for that, you know. I'm just giving you, you know, overall like basic type of autumn weather feel, but it's going to be different weather in Sweden, it's going to be different weather in maybe New Zealand somewhere, in Australia, you know, it's going to be a little bit different. So just keep that in mind, you know, that I am really generalizing here, like taking this kind of ideal fall weather into the consideration. But someone who living in the west and east coast, they're going to have a little bit different weather as well, you know, in US for example. So it need to work for you. I think the long skirts can be great for any type of weather. Obviously, if it's very warm, like super warm, then you're not going to wear a long skirt. Yeah, if it's tropical weather. But if you have at least some kind of like a little bit cooler in the part of the world you are, then I think also for the autumn the long skirt is going to work fantastic, and they are really feminine again, so you don't really need to go for super bright color because it's a longer type of skirts. They're not going to be too sexy, they're just going to be very like a woman. You're going to look like a woman, and I think this is something that we all want, right? We want to look more like a woman rather than a man, and those skirts going to really help you achieve that. After said that, I think that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave it a thumbs up because it's really supporting my channel, and see you in the next video.